Britney Spears' victorious quest to end her conservatorship continues to have an impact. And now a state lawmaker wants new restrictions on conservatorships, but some are questioning whether some of the changes are just too much. Let's go to KCAL9 political reporter Tom Waite here to explain all this. And of course, Britney Spears drawing attention to all of this in the first place.
It is amazing how much this case has really changed the laws across the country, right? And it's still having that impact. So that's right. This state assemblyman wants to make it easier to leave a conservatorship and wants courts to offer more alternatives. But a lawyer we spoke with tonight is questioning whether this new bill is redundant. Britney Spears' conservatorship is over, but the fallout from her case continues. A state assemblyman is introducing a bill that he says will limit further abuses of power.
This bill aims to reform the probate conservatorship system in California to create less restrictive alternatives that ensure conservatees maintain their individual rights.
Assemblyman Mayensheen says his legislation would give more control for conservatees, require courts to consider alternatives, make conservatorships easier to end. Judy Mark is president of Disability Voices United and supports the bill.
Our laws on conservatorship present the paradox of protecting people with disabilities by stripping away their rights.
Britney Spears' court battle to end her conservatorship resonated with some in the disabled community, including Tim Jin.
I'm a 46-year-old Korean-American man who has cerebral palsy. I am using a communication device at the base of my wheelchair.
Jin says Spears' conservatorship hit home for him because he says some folks with disabilities are stripped of control of their lives.
I have watched how Britney has been treated, having all of her rights taken away for 13 years. I was so happy that she won her fight to end her conservatorship.
But some are questioning whether the new proposed legislation is redundant. Troy Martin is a probate litigator.
In September of last year, in response to the termination of Britney's conservatorship, the legislature passed a law which basically requires annual jury trials to determine whether the conservatorship should stay in place or not, and also requires the court investigators to, on an annual basis, consider what the alternatives to conservatorship are.
Martin says he's concerned Spears' unique case may have a negative impact on conservatorships that are meant to protect people.
With legislation on top of legislation, it's making it more difficult for people to get conservatorships to protect people who legitimately need to be protected.
Spears' saga with her father is still not over. Lawyers for the two sides were back in court today, with Spears' father's attorney arguing he is entitled to additional legal fees. A decision on that is not expected until July. Juan?
All right, Tom, thanks for that.